really get it started. This is going to be one of the variety screens. I'm just going to go through a few things that been jumping off for the last couple of days and week. So enjoy the show. Y'all see I got up there that paid fake protesters, the ones that get rented and paid. And then I put the ICE agent shoots because I know all on social media and the news, everybody's divided on that. But it's like people think it was a baby in a car. They was talking about stuff like that. So it's a lot of mixed messages. But I found out that even in that, she didn't drove so far away from where she originally lived. So, think about that. Was she paid to do all that? And she has a wife and a family and a kid. And fake food stamp fraud. So let's get this show started. Hit that like button. It's going to be really cracking up in here. So let's get it started. Let me see if I can find the first clip. This is going to be the hardest screen because I put so many topics into the chat. And let's just get a little lift off with one of these first.
I want you to play this clip, Rob, because that what people are gonna say when you say that is gonna say, well, prove it to me, show it to me. Okay. Watch this here. Okay. Rob, play this clip because I agree with you, Tom.
And I see the logo. There's a logo.
No, for sure, Tom. But here's the thing. Watch what this guy does. He's doing a great job, by the way.
Yeah, he's
Look at this
everyone.
guy. He crashed a paid protester meeting. Watch this.
Oh, I know this. Yeah.
Crash a paid protester meeting, and this is part one.
Oh, we're having our little meeting. All right, guys, we're going to the paid protester meeting right now. All the signs are there, and they're discussing what's going to be happening at this protest. Okay.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Palestine flag.
Look at that.
How's it going?
Ready to go.
Is this where the protest is starting?
Yeah.
What's the plan for today?
Sorry, we can't really talk right now. We're setting up.
How come?
Wow. Do y'all check that out? See, so you see a lot of these protesters is not very colorful. If you get my drift. So welcome to the show. They're not so colorful. They're not so authentic. These are a lot of artificial protesters. These are live AIs. Get that live AIs. Oh man. Well, I had to say that because it's artificial. So when something jumps off, this is what else jumps off. I even have one that's in the chamber, even though I said something that may have got you thinking. Think about this one. I seen the P. Diddy one in here earlier, but I forgot to click it. But dang, it cracked me up. Because I said, what, P. Diddy has to pay for himself? Nah, that can't be. And it's way down here. Let me see. See? They don't want to come back up. But it's in there. See that? Paid protest 7 months ago. Look, check out this one.
Asking people not to. So how do you feel about that? So right behind me is a Palestine flag that they just hung up. It's 11 a.m. They said that it was planned to raise at 12 p.m. We were just walking down the road. You blink and you miss it. They just sneakily put up the flag. This is an American city. We're in Providencetown, Rhode Island. Providence, Rhode Island. And you see all these news trucks pulling in right now. If you pan over, you can see NBC and you can see ABC.
Hamas wants to kill every Jew and destroy Israel. Okay? I would like to moderate. Can I, no. Can I moderate this? Let's have a nice civil debate here. It's going to happen in 2 weeks. Don't touch me, you fireface.
Let's have a nice civil debate here.
It's going to happen.
Go ahead. Okay, you got a microphone?
Yeah.
I'll give you my opinion. Okay. I'm not going to mention my name. Two things. That flag that was raised represents two things. Number one, It does not represent a country, okay? It had opportunity to be a country, and Israel would support it 100% of the time if Hamas put its arms down. Number two, that flag represents the destruction of Israel, okay? Not the Palestinian people. It represents Hamas's goal and agenda is to destroy Israel. That's what that represents. So any government official that is proud of hanging that sign should be fired immediately and actually deported from this state, okay? It's a sad situation.
So that is just basically to give you a light on some things, but wait until you see the show I was trying to get on. My brother Mans and the homies was cutting it up over there on Machizo TV. And hopefully I'm at the timeline because y'all see I got the ICE agent thing in there, and we need to think about this until we get to the food stamp screens. Check this out. Here we go. All right. Just listen.
Did you hear any of the JD Vance segment?
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know you was back. I messaged you. Go ahead. Take it away, Paul. Give me your take, and then we'll do closing statements.
I mean, the what you witnessing right now is the death throes of the Democratic Party. This this like this woman that just got herself killed today. This woman drives 1,000 or 1,200 miles away, all the way from Colorado to come to Maine. I mean to come to Minnesota. I'm sorry.
You do say.
And then what's even stranger is that that vehicle that they were using, it was I think it was registered to from Kansas. So they are funding people to come from other states, right, to cause unrest and everything, and they set these people up to either get themselves arrested, get themselves beat up by the police, maced, whatever, or even like this. So this is a party that's clawing and scratching for life because they know that it's over. They know.
See, so basically, this is dangerous. And like at the end of this podcast, guard your time. Do something valuable with your time. This is a lady that has a kid. You can't be in another state talking about you're going to pick up your kid. And you in another state in a vehicle. But apparently it was looking like to all of us, to me, like she was trying to get out of her driveway. I don't know what it was. Like she's in her community. Hey, that trial gonna be like it's a lot of justification. And they tell me that her wife was in the car. So feel free to go and check out the other things because on the Machiza TV, hey, you get some political insight with some like-minded brothers, and you can look in the chat and chat also and pick up things on a whole lot of these shows. So I'm glad I came in a little bit earlier before that show, but hey, it was cracking. But that's one part I needed y'all to hear that soundbite. So let's get back to the rest of the show. And what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna do some clicking. Then we're gonna get over here to some of this fraud stuff. The food stamp stuff. And then we're gonna see what is it like when you say that. This lady cracks me up on who receiving the food stamp. Now I thought about the way she putting this down is the way I was thinking about when we was going through the shutdown with the K-19 C-19 thing that was happening. So check out this one because the way she put the numbers together, and she is gonna be wearing a bonnet. So, but it's funny and it's pretty hilarious.
The way these people just play in our face all day. So I found this picture that like categorizes the people who get SNAP benefits and of course European immigrants at the top. But look at the breakdown, y'all. This breakdown makes no sense. Okay, so it says European immigrants, of course, is 7 million of them. They get the most. It's 3 million of us. Okay, bet we knew that. We knew a lot of black people got it, but they assume that we got it the most. Now, here's where they got the game messed up while they trying to separate everybody because these European immigrants right here, they still European immigrants, but they trying to separate themselves from the rest of them because German still a European immigrant, Irish still a European immigrant, English still a European immigrant, French, Polish, Scottish, European. You see, they separated the European. Same thing, y'all. This European is the same as that European up there. Don't be trying to block the number. So we need to add all them Norwegian, Dutch, Swedish.
Do y'all get what she's doing? So when you be in these civic meetings and things like that, if you bring stuff up like that, they would say that's yesterday's story. That's like another history. That's not where we're at in time, but the reality is that these are all the people that she's naming. If my history is correct, this is like people that was here during like maybe World War One and World War Two, because you see she started naming these people, and then our GIs, our black GIs, this is where some of that redlining and all that stuff kicked in too, and they all didn't get the benefits that some of the other people that's from those countries got, and that's one reason why they came over here in the first place, because they found out that some of them reaped some of the benefits. But that's a lot of, for what, 46 million? They always normally say on the news that's receiving SNAP government funding benefits.
Let me see if it's some more.
Y'all see where she's going.
Russian. Hold on. And Portuguese. They all belong to this first group right there. So when you add that up, that's going to push that about 10, 20 million right there. Okay. Now, Hispanic people, they broke them down too because they said Mexican, Puerto Rican, Italian ain't Spanish. Italian go with the European immigrants. Dominican, Cuban, what else? Salvadorian, Guatemalan go with them. I think Guatemalan go with them too. Colombian, yeah, Honduran, them all go together. And then
See, and then at the same time, we have also individuals that that's FBA, as Tariq Nasheed and a lot of us say, that Foundation Black America, and then to try to put us in the same party, but yet the funding streams always got to wrap around us to get something started. And then, so the funding stream is real lyric. So go over there and check out that TikTok video. That's just something I wanted to look at. Give you an idea of maybe you get a different view on things, because like this show, hey, recovery is an inside job. So if you want to recover, flash back and see what's really going on, or step back and see what's really going on, like what's really going on. Some of us know what's going on, but when we're coming up on this 250 years, I was thinking about this, 250 years of America, 250 years of playing the race card. Wow. Think about it. That's exhausting. A lot of us is just straight exhausted. Exhausted on this. Think about it. It is exhausting to keep bringing that. That's like saying the devil made me do it. Huh? But y'all ain't gonna think about that. The devil made me do it. So recovery is an inside job. So let me see if I can find something else, because that phone call rang almost, it jarred me a bit. Folks be up here. So let's go over here we're gonna play that scam thing. Oh, this is the part that I believe I want y'all see a part what a boy right here said. And this is the part that no one didn't say at work when he was talking about that lady that got shot. Because you had one part, he said she wasn't supposed to be in the way. This is a dangerous situation. So by having these people go out here to be paid protesters and rented and things, they need to, and then we're at a place where people is real hurting for money and funding, but to get people to go out there and they knowing they're getting paid. This is like, man, this reminds me of jumping off the truck when I used to sell candy door to door. And that was in my teens. So think about it. So let's get on with this part right here. I think it's up in here. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Where's the one? Where's the one that he had? Yeah, this one. See? Where? How did I get this right there? Oh, wow. Is I'm in the right one? Let me come out. Dang. I'm struggle streaming. Here it is. I got it now. It's right here. Bam. Let's check it out.
Was a lesbian. And the reason that this matters, that woman that ICE murdered today was a lesbian. Renee Good, was a lesbian. And the reason that this matters is because, number one, her wife was in the car with her when it happened. Number two, shortly after, her wife gave a distraught interview to a reporter in which she mentioned, we have a 6-year-old who's in school right now. Like, I have to go pick our 6-year-old up from school. After this, the child's grandfather.
So, as I showed y'all earlier, why is they way on the other side of town if they have a 6-year-old to go pick up? So they both was getting paid. That's gonna be one of the wildest trials ever. Dang. Come on. Hey, I do feel some empathy, but man, this is like, when you're not at a place of where you need to protect and guard your time. Guard your time. Wow.
Gave an interview to the news. This would either have been Renee's father or the father of that child's biological father. It's unclear from the context clues. This, the child's grandfather.
What cracks me up is when they speak real proper and all this wokeness, it's like you're over expanded. I'm really educated, you know. That's what it sounds like. Like, come on. I know you can speak proper, but this is beyond what we used to clown folks about, like back in school, like that's beyond. It's just beyond. You can't even say, wow, you're being white, or I don't know what it is. It's like, listen, this is like that the ingredients that's coming out. These are the ingredients. Listen to it. When you hear this person being overly specific, this is the ingredients and how they sound. Listen.
Gave an interview to the news. This would either have been Renee's father or the father of that child's biological father. It's unclear from the context clues. That child's grandfather gave an interview to the news in which he said I'm going to have to fly to Minneapolis to pick up my grandchild who has nobody left. There's nobody left for them. That child's other mother is still there. She's still there. That child was in a stable, loving, married, two-parent home, and the second parent is still there. That child's grandfather is now clearly intent on trying to rip this child away from their remaining mother after they lost their other mother today. This is why it matters.
A two parental home or a two guardian home, because applications and words, and now when you do all this, the definitions start changing. So you got to get an old dictionary and see if this parent definition still is going to align. Is it shifting anything? All of this changes the meaning of words and definitions. The more and more this type of things start going on, and it's tailored to get into this lopsided conversation.
That Renee Good was a lesbian. Because if she hadn't been, this is why it matters that Renee Good was a lesbian. Because if she hadn't been, this situation would not be happening. This is the exact situation that I, by the way, have been talking about for the past 2 years, telling people, because if she hadn't been there, that child's grandfather is now clearly intent on trying to rip this child away from their remaining mother after they lost their other mother today. This is why it matters.
With AI,
you can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets.
That Renee Good was a lesbian. Because if she hadn't been, this situation would not be happening. This is the exact situation that I, by the way, have been talking about for the past 2 years, telling people if Donald Trump is elected, I'm going to lose my rights. They say, what rights? What rights to people? What rights to introduce? The right not to have your child taken when your spouse is murdered by the government. Do not let this part of the story get swept under the rug. Okay, that's what they want. Don't let it get swept under the rug. This is an additional atrocity happening after, again, the murder of a United States citizen by the United States government. And now they're going to try to take her child. Do not let this part of the story die. Talk about it.
This is one of the reasons why we need strong masculine and feminine presence inside of a two-parent household, because first of all, it removes the responsibility or the irresponsibility of the person, because if it was a strong masculine man inside of the household, she would have never been there in the first place. And that's what the real problem is. The major problem, even if we remove the lesbian aspect, masculine man inside of the household, she would have never been there in the first place. The irresponsibility of the person, because if it was a strong masculine man inside of the household, she would have never been there in the first place. And that's what the real problem is. The major problem, even if we remove the lesbian aspect of it, which we not, because we're going to talk about it, the major problem that comes along with this is that she should have not been there trying to prevent ICE from doing their job. She should have not been trying to prevent them. She should not have been trying to impede. She should not have been using her vehicle. She should have complied when they said stop. And obviously, with both women in the car, neither one of them had any sense to actually do the right thing. And if they did, then she would have been alive, still picking up her child. The unfortunate part about it is that there's still no level of accountability and responsibility from the people that continue to enable bad behavior by saying that, oh, it matters because you're going to be killed by the government. Nobody got killed by the government. If anything, we should be more concerned about ICE agents, because you have these people that are absolutely insane running around trying to prevent them from doing their job and take care of business.
And so, fair use, man. Go over there and check out the Anton Daniel show. They have other shows. They have a couple of many shows, but think about it. They're out here doing their job. But imagine it's like they said this paid protester thing been going on for years. And now some of these companies, other paid protesters, man. And so when they say a recession, some people get real, desperate for money and stuff. So what you gonna do? You need money to pay your bills. you're gonna go on and set one of these job offers. But darn, do it stay on there, go to the extent and really put your life on the line? Is it insured? Does it come with benefits and insurance, or is this all temporary work? I don't know. Shoot, man. Well, let's get on with the next part of this show. Uh, man, hey, I'm just sorry to hear, but see, the news is not chipping apart. That's why I'm doing some parts of this to allow you to see that news leaves out nice big chunks. But check out this last one on the fake protesters. I found it now. Here it is. Is it right here? Yeah, this is the one.
Are people really being paid to rally support for Diddy outside of his trial? Because that is what many are now alleging, as people have been standing across the street from the courthouse in free Puff and free Diddy shirts. With, for example, journalist and content creator Emily Hagan posting a TikTok of this group of people in matching shirts that also then included this interaction.
These are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is. The lady right there, she just kept convincing me to go wear a shirt, and I'm like, I'm
And while that TikTok was initially posted around 5 days ago, it's now gotten a lot more traction as people like 50 Cent, who famously not a big Diddy fan, has started posting about it and trolling Diddy by posting seemingly edited images of him in the shirts and writing things like, okay, now where do I send my $20 invoice, guys? A deal's a deal. But as far as how people allegedly started getting paid to wear these shirts, well, you had the Hollywood Reporter saying that the first free Puff shirt was first present at the trial during the jury selection when one of Diddy's longtime friends was wearing one. But then other than that, the outlet said that these groups of Diddy supporters, they're scarce at the courthouse. So this newfound gaggle of people wearing shirts, it really stands out. And then the fact that the girl in the video said that she was told it was for a crypto promotion, that's significant because there is a Diddy meme coin and reportedly the rapper's sons are behind it. Or with the Hollywood Reporter saying that the coin was launched to capitalize on the controversy and trial, and it began trading during jury selection, and it's gotten public support from people like Kanye West. But follow to stay in the loop. Are people
Dang, y'all, fair use. Did y'all hear all that? So even if, so, man, can't say man. Well, it's like, hey, dad is locked up. Let's create a coin. Let's do this. But if because they see, there ain't no telling who put those paid protesters out there. So, man, there's just too much going on. That's why I had to make this be one of these variety streams. Golly. So, I wonder, was somebody downtown checking out that, and did they film that? Hey, that's on somebody's channel. Someone channel right out here in Los Angeles. Man, man. Let me see if I can get to the next one. Bag this up. Let me see, get over here. All right. So is there any updates? All right, let's look at a food stamp update. Food stamp fraud update. Food stamp fraud update. Let me see if I can do that. That's what I'm looking for. So here's one. That's a repeat one. Fraud update. Shit, we need a fresh one. This one. This is from a month ago. Fair use.
Now, I'm not mad at the cake, and this isn't about the for cake flex.
I am a SNAP benefits receiver, and some of y'all on here like to think that you can tell me what I'm allowed to spend my SNAP benefits on. No.
Oh.
Let's go right in.
And this is about bread and milk. You know, when you look at what's actually being bought, it starts to line up perfectly with what Steven Crowder's been yelling about for years now.
Determine what these people, everyone deserves treats. First off, not everyone deserves treats. Second, for me, it's pretty simple. You pay, you choose. I pay, the taxpayer, I choose. Milk, eggs, meat, produce, and fabric softener. Otherwise, get to work. Is that fair?
No.
No, that's not fair?
There should be some choice in that.
I don't think there should be any choice. Our soldiers get MREs and they have to pay for them. Why should someone who's able-bodied, choosing not to work, get anything better than our soldiers? Are you aware of, like, and this is SNAP, because you mentioned this is true. If you go to Amazon, right?
All right.
SNAP EBT, okay, right here. So I work at Pay Taxes, right? And there are a lot of Americans who work and pay taxes, who are poor, low-income Americans, right?
Yes.
Not on SNAP. You get 50% off your Prime membership. You get unlimited groceries for $4.99 a month. Let me show you what's in the groceries. Lavazza coffee, $25. Rockstar, Ghost Energy. Hey, let's go down to snacks.
So I'm glad that part showed up, but so go over there to Kingdom React Fair User, and I got this one to show you from Value Chamber. I think it's from Value Chamber. I've seen it earlier. Hopefully I can find it. Let's go out of this and see if I can find this food stamp one. Oh no, it's not Value Chamber. Now I know which one it really is. It's this one. This is the one, and it tripped me out. Now I know what that guy was talking about. He's talking about this. It's on this other guy. Wait. Go to history. Bam. It's right here. Is it Scam City? No. Oh, it's Benny Johnson show. So fair you. This is fresh.
Salt. All right.
This AI tool is better than 11 Labs for one-time cost. Now you
with your back-breaking, neck-snapping work, you paid for it. They're loading that food up. They're not even eating it. They're shipping it back to the Caribbean for their families to gobble up or resale. It's a complete and total fraud. They need to shut down the program. I think they need to completely shut down. They need to use this as an opportunity to close down the program, to archive everything. Immigrant households are the orange ones. Legal immigrant households are the blue ones. You're being forced to subsidize the people who are here to destroy your economy, destroy the trust vectors. It is a fraud to enrich and to buy the votes of the Democrat Party's base, which are criminal alien and the parasitic class. It is done by using a gun and force to take your wages.
Basically to help people a grift. And people, Benny,
So I tried bond charge. Yeah, I'm cool with it, man. Creating shelter and creating and to be fruitful and multiply. The first command of God is actually to go and be fruitful. I've given you this incredible earth. Go and tame it. It is an immorality to sit there and to say, no, somebody else's labor.
decades of bad policies that are now being exposed. If the government didn't shut down, this is a blessing in disguise. Blessings always come in disguise. We would not be aware of this, that 42 million people, and we wouldn't be aware of the numbers. We are now. And this is a problem for Democrats. This is a secret they did not want exposed. But when you've got a grift like this going, think about it like this, Benny. These people, we've got illegal aliens who are criminals to stop.
Yeah, listen, man, I got 4 kids. It gets expensive to feed them. My wife posts the meal that she cooks almost nightly on her Instagram.
Right.
It's often ground beef and rice. It's
Right.
a ground beef, rice, chicken, vegetables. Like that's what's
Right.
being eaten in my household. The luxuries that are available on Snap. How is this possible, Rob? We put up on the show, but we have some examples here: caviar, lobster tails, a ribeye, $27 a pound. Here's a $1,000 bag of truffle salt. I don't really even know what that is.
No, I don't.
Wow.
But it sounds very expensive, and it's available on EBT and Snap. Who's policing this, Rob?
It's all, this is Democrats, and it's.
Wow. And you can order it, just go pick it up, leave, and it can go to your restaurant, your household, allegedly your restaurant, your hotel. What if you got your hotel? Or are you working on that goal? Shoot. Or it can go to your little store, market, something like that. And then the exchange for the currency.
Decades of bad policies that are now being exposed. If the government didn't shut down, this is a blessing in disguise. Blessings always come in disguise. We would not be aware of this, that 42 million people, and we wouldn't be aware of the numbers. We are now. And this is a problem for Democrats. This is a secret they did not want exposed. But when you've got a grift.
Wow. So feel free to go over there and check out the Benny show. Man, I just wanted to show a little of that. I already know everybody gonna have that. Listen to the message. Yeah. Just listen to the message, because the messenger could come in any shape, form, shade, form, or fashion. It's more that, because I learned that by going to my recovery meeting. Sometimes the speakers was like real dogmatic or overzealous, and I didn't care for them. Then years later down the line, I found some of that was in them was in me. Think about that. That's what I mean about recovery is an inside job. So, let's go over here to this next one. I don't know. I'm just up here just having a straight up live stream, trying to stay. I said fake protester, ICE agents. Apparently, y'all must start off from. Let's get to the history on both of them. And now I want to look at this one right here. Where's the fake food stamp fraud? Oh, now let's get to this. I know which one this one. The meltdown of the food stamp.
No designers, just
give her waffles because we didn't get our stamps like we were supposed to. Instead, I had to fix
contradiction. Help without limits always turns into individual.
Children's books, picture books, young adult novels, nonfiction books, and more. I've created all with the help of Fiverr. I've used freelancers from Fiverr for creating
or the best
animals, and food. Panic, volume, and assumptions someone else has to fix it.
Food stamps program is administered by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They proudly report that they distribute free meals and food stamps to 46 million people on an annual basis. Meanwhile, the National Park Service, ran by the U.S. Department of Interior, ask us to please do not feed the animals when we visit the parks. Their stated reason for this policy is being that the animals will grow accustomed and dependent on the handouts, and they will never learn to take care of themselves.
That has got to be by far one of the best examples of a video, or the best example of a video to explain this EBT crisis or this EBT abuse in America. Well said, sir. Seriously.
They distribute free meals and food stamps to 46 million people on an annual basis. Meanwhile, the National Park Service, ran by the U.S. Department of Interior, asked us to please do not feed the animals when we visit the parks. Their stated reason for this policy is being that the animals will grow accustomed and dependent on the handouts, and they will never learn to take care of themselves.
That has got to be by far one.
And we saw it. And race don't have nothing to do with it. We just straight up been frauded. We mesmerized. To be interdependent. We need to be interdependent, but we become independent. Now, when I was on looking like this guy right here, yeah, I was independent on that next drink, smoke, or something. So by saying, someone tell me that you can get some free money down there, then I became independent and entitled to, thought I was getting entitled to some money and was being on drugs and alcohol. Then I was thinking, man, I'm gonna flip these alcohol and drugs, but they never happened. I just went from treatment center to treatment center. So I'm gonna cut it off right now. Let me try to find one a food stamp card thing so we can end this show. I have one. Card or something out there, and let's look at this one that's about 10 months back or 5 months back. 10 months back. No, first and then 5 months back. Oh, they both was. We can go back. Shit, we can catch up to. Yeah, it's 5 months.
You want to create a
Fuck. The police came knock on my door. Literally moments after I made that video about the food stamp people saying I owed them $35,000. They fucking booked me in jail for fucking fraud. I'm currently walking down the streets because, bitch, soon as they released me, bitch, I got the fuck. I'm waiting on my mama to pull up in my car and pick me up. I didn't make it to a damn neighborhood down the street from the motherfucking jailhouse. I don't know what.
Ooh, wait, watch that mouth. Watch your mouth. Young lady, pretty lady. Watch your mouth, and apparently them food stamps been treating her rather damn good. So let's go up to the next part of the screen. Fair use, everybody. Them food stamps been treating her mighty good. She been eating swell. Let's see what the next person is on. Oh, that's her. And that's, who's this?
A lady just received 10 years federal time for lying on her food stamp application. Now, y'all, I understand it's hard out here. I understand more than the next person, okay? Trust me, I get it. I've been denied several times myself. All I'm saying is, if you lie and go to jail because you was trying to feed your family, who's gonna feed your family? Y'all, it's not worth it, y'all. Like, I know this has been a thing for all of time. People have been lying on their food stamp application since it was invented. But y'all, they catching on. They catching on to y'all. They actually doing their background research. They checking to make sure the job matches the house, matches the medical bills, matches your name, matches your social security. They double checking now, y'all. Okay? So all that, let me lie, get a couple extra. Just be happy if you get it. Be happy with what you get. And that's it, y'all. Otherwise, you gonna be in the cell trying to figure out how you could get some soup.
Now she made a good point in this video, guys. Like, yeah, that is true. If you get in trouble for one of these frauds in these situations, who's gonna go back and support your family? That is a good point. Especially when we talk about what people are going through right now within the United States as a whole, guys. You got people who are genuinely working 40 hours a week and they still can't afford food within the United States. Not that they can't afford it. However, they're stretching to their last dollar. Like, imagine if you worked at McDonald's. You're a single mom or a single father or whatever the case is. You got kids. You probably just got one kid, maybe two kids. And you're working 40 hours at McDonald's and then you got to go home and take care of the kids. And you can't, you're stretching because you got all these different bills, all these different.
Yeah. That's what be going on. You stretching. We be scratching it. So let's see if I can find the other tape. This one. Let's see what this list.
So you ever want to know why whenever you go to the grocery store and your food stamp card does not work? It's because this son of a bitch had ended up stealing y'all money. And I'm glad they actually called her. And I already know, because I know a lot of people was having problems with their food stamp card when they was trying to use it to get groceries. And they noticed that all their money was gone because it was done by an inside job. USDA, go by the name of Alyssa Davis, has been charged with food stamp fraud and took the benefits of $66 million, and there is no food. Like, she had to be selling these stamps. So you want to know why your card is not working? I know a lot of people trying to call the place to get their money back, put it back into their card, and they were saying no, they can't do it. They have to wait till the next go around. It's because she had the whole time. And then it also was saying that 5 other employees was actually involved in that fraud scheme. And it also was said that she's supposed to be facing up to 75 years in prison.
Wow. Let's get to the next one.
Stamp application, y'all. I didn't know you can go to the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, behind line on your food stamp application. Line on her food stamp application, y'all. I didn't know you can go to the penitentiary, federal penitentiary, behind line on your food stamp application. Oh man, they done changed the game for real. I remember a long time ago, this female was like, you get.
That is. He said they didn't change the game for real. Golly. Hey, let's hear some more.
Food stamps, I was like, no. She was like, you need to just start lying on your application. They can't do nothing but penalize you and take you off of it if they find. Oh, no. They done changed the game. You done lied on your application in order for the government to give you some assistance that you probably didn't even need, that you just wanted. So you lied to get more money than they was gonna approve you for. So therefore, now she got 4 years. I just seen her video. I said, damn, she really got 4 years. Y'all better stop lying on them applications.
Facts. Don't lie on the application. Just do it.
Hey, don't lie on the applications, y'all. Fair use. Go over there and check out this show. This show looks like this. Where was I at? Jay Reed, he be popping.
Making countless of videos about law.
See, city is ruined. Stop paying. It backfire. Met it. Traders for beginning Vortex. So he do a lot of business stuff. So feel free to go over there and check his screen out. Feel free to go over there and check his screen out. So with that, hey, hit that like button, subscribe button. I know a lot of people on Facebook is watching me. And I just wanted to just get a light load off. I cannot believe it. Ooh, I'm glad them days over. Ooh, I hope I will never have to get on them benefits again. So until then, remember that recovery is an inside job, and I'll see y'all on the next one, inside job recovery. And please defend your time, guard your time, defend it, protect it.